Chris, you're in your fourth year at the course now. The championship course, I think, designed just over 50 years ago by Robert Trent Jones and then remodeled slightly by his son, I believe, sometime in the 80s.
Yep.
As a greenkeeper or superintendent, have you put your stamp, your mark on the course so far? And are you still trying to do that? Is that something that's on your agenda?
That's a really great question, Martin, because, even with the Ryder Cup coming up, I feel like I had 2 years to really learn the course. And then the next 2 years now, the third and the fourth year, have been sort of about preparing for the event. But even in that sense, it's looking at, I'm always sort of thinking about what's next, what's coming after this, and I think one way to avoid the potential hangover is to sort of throw yourself into continuing to make the course.
What do you think your best bit of advice has been so far on this journey?
I got a great piece. I did a podcast, a video podcast with John Kaminsky from Penn and Tom Watchke from Penn State, and at the end of it, Tom Watchke, who was really helpful to Curtis at Medina in 2012, gave what I thought was a great piece of advice. And he said, it's going to be tempting. You're going to be tempted to sort of change a lot of the things you do because you have this big event. And, that could be anything. That could be your turf management philosophy, the products you use, the way that you go about your day. And he said, you get to a place and you've got a great job and you're at a great course and you produce a great result. He said, don't go changing what you're doing or what you've done to get the results that you've gotten just because you have a big event coming. So I think that's been something that sort of stuck with me. And again, it gets to that point that I made earlier of trying to just keep things as normal as possible.
What's going to make it a successful event for you? Result aside, what do you want at the end of it? What makes it great?
I think there's three things that are going to make it great. First of all is that everybody comes and everybody remains safe and whether it's work or whether it's other things that everybody comes, enjoys themselves, and goes home in the same fashion as they came. That's the number one thing. And then I want all those volunteers and our staff to really enjoy it and just have fun. And we tell our staff that all the time. And we say, we want their motivation to be that this is a fun place to work and it's a fun job and and you can have a lot of fun producing a wonderful result. And so that's what we'll tell our volunteers when they come in too, is like, this is the way we work as a staff. And this is what we want you to get out of this, is to have fun and really enjoy this event. And then I think lastly, and we won't have any real impact on this, but I hope it's a memorable Ryder Cup. Whether its result goes to Europe or goes to the US, I hope it's something that people will remember for years to come.
Brilliant. Well, we hope it is too. Chris, thank you so much for your time. Been a real education and an honour for us, and we hope to catch up with you soon after the event and see if you're still smiling and you've got grey hair by then.